We thought the old place was loud. Somehow this place got even louder a short time ago as the Falcons were introduced to this sellout crowd. We're set to go as the Falcons get ready to match up. And a nice job there as he gets us. Just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34 with the Minnesota Vikings. For the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Time running out here on the play clock. Now it's Ryan. And he whips that one incomplete there.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Still leaves them with 4th and short. Any chance you go for it?
It's definitely in the back of my mind. In fact, I've discussed it with my staff all week long, different situations that I may want to go for it. Where's the ball in the field? Do I have confidence in my trigger guy? What am I going to do? I'm also talking about my analytics department. What are the odds? If I don't get it, what's it going to do to me the rest of the game? Personally, I end up taking all that, putting it in my head and making a decision, and you know me, I'm probably going to go for it.
Wow, you want to make an opening drive statement.
Yes, I do. Once I have the ball and I've got it on the move, I don't want to just give up that easily.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. From the gun, it's Ryan. Looking deep for Gabriel. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And with a 3rd and 13 here, the defense in a dime look. And the play clock's running down. 3rd and long. It's Ryan. Looking deep for Julio. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up fourth down. Okay, look at this. The punt team nowhere to be found. They're on the sidelines. Offense going to go for this on the opening drive. They'll indeed go for it with Ryan. He rifles one that's intercepted. Mackenzie Alexander with a pick. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
And that's how you want to start a sequence defensively. That's what we used to call, partner, hello, glad to meet you. Tagged him for a loss.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. From the shotgun, it's Bradford. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
I'd say that qualifies as a pretty darn good opening series. Get them into 3rd and long, get them out of their comfort zone, and guess what? Get your crowd into it early, too.
And Quigley now on to punt as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 11. It'll go as a 42, make it a 43-yard punt, 6 on the return, and it'll be Falcon football as they take possession. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And finding the tight end Hooper. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The short yardage man, it's Coleman. And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to make it 4th down. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. It's caught. Jones. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
And that will fall incomplete. Oh, they took a shot there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. So 2nd and 10 here. Throwing again. Ryan. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Andrew Sendejo.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And a great spot to start this drive from here. First down, Murray. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Diggs going in motion right. Now a second down throw for Bradford. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. When the Vikings get down this way, they start looking for number 82. Rudolph had 24 targets in the red zone last year, tops in the league.
And that's what you do when you have a tight end who understands how to get open in tight spaces. Gronk knows how to do that. Tyler Eifert does it well in Cincinnati. Kyle Rudolph emulates those guys.
Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
Running for it, here's Cook. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it first and goal. Here's Bradford. Oh, he tried to pitch it, and the ball's loose. And the Falcons grab it. He's at the 50. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. Here's Sanu on the catch. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. He gets this down to the 3. Brought the power run out of the bag, but couldn't do a ton with it. Only a yard that time, second and goal. On second down, here's Ryan. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
Following the interception, Bradford, they'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Bradford saying, let's go, fellas, urging his guys to get set. And Rudolph has it left side. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as he'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Bradford now to throw on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Bradford saying, let's go, fellas, urging his guys to get set. Now Bradford on second down. Going deep for Diggs. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, third down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Third and long for Bradford. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
2nd and 10. It's Ryan again. Getting it out left side to Sanu. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Falcons on third down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Ryan to throw. Finding Gabriel, complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Jones. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. Now Ryan on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Linval Joseph breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. On second down, Ryan. And the pressure gets to him again. Another timeout called by the Vikings now. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Now punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. Powers past him at midfield. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And possession will change here with very little time remaining until halftime. On 1st and 10, Bradford. Now he's flushed out right. Lets it, and this is caught inside the 5. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. To return, here comes Marcus Sherrills. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. There are 0 points on the scoreboard for either side. It'll be interesting to see what adjustments were made. The defenses have obviously been great.
So if you like defense, this is a classic game. This is what you're looking for. But now you're trying to figure out how to gain any type of an advantage on offense. Is it through a big chunk play that they haven't seen before? Or is it just running your regular offense and running it better, trying to create an opportunity?
We'll see which avenue they choose to go down. Second down, Bradford. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And all the way down to the 37. It's a big one there for the Vikings. And even 40 yards. Bradford with a give to Murray. $34 yards there at a first down.
Well, last year, I'm not sure we saw very many of those runs, did we, from the Vikings? I mean, they had the poorest rushing attack in the league.
Just 75 yards per game, but carries like the one we just saw, that'll help bolster that average.
Yeah, certainly, and they tried to beef up the offensive line in the offseason, brought in Latavius Murray, and then drafted Dalvin Cook out of Florida State.
Murray, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Latavius Murray, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Vikings are able to strike for 6. Well, these two teams battled through a scoreless first half. Finally, a breakthrough here in quarter number 3.
And I just wonder how that played for both of them psychologically. Because when you battle through a scoreless first half, now you know that every possession is increasingly crucial. Who can put points on the board, make the other team chase? Wonder if you get a lift and if they get deflated a little bit.
Forbath out to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And, you know, their previous possession, they were able to move the football but still wound up punting in the end.
You know, in 2016, Carolina had a 20-play drive that lasted over 10 minutes. And remember how it ended?
In a punt.
Yeah, I mean, how does that happen? You just don't see that happen every day.
This one maybe not quite that bad, but still, you'd like to have a chance for points if you hold the football that long.
Agreed.
Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
Now it's Ryan. And it's caught over the middle. Hooper. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Now Ryan on second down. And this is Gabriel on the catch. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders. Hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And it's complete. Hooper. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. They'll give him 8 on the play. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. To throw again is Ryan. He goes underneath to Freeman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and short. Again, Ryan. And finding the tight end, Hooper. A big hit. Knocked down sideways at the 15-yard line. A Falcon first down. Ryan to his young tight end, Hooper. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Taylor Gabriel, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And oh, a big collision there. He's hit and knocked backward. And out now come the Vikings. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Bradford to throw it. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And some room to maneuver. And he's brought down after a good gain. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Bulldozes past him. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Nice job there defensively on 3rd down. Not only did they string the play out, but they didn't allow any room for a cutback. Really well organized on the defensive side.
On 3rd down, Bradford. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
Coaches always tell their players someone's got to make a big play, but what they mean is a game-altering play, a game-changing play, a turnover for us, and we just got that. I mean, how about that play, Brandon?
Yeah, a pick 6, fourth quarter, that is a game changer.
Someone read their keys, and someone had the courage to go after the ball right then and there.
And it gives them the lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings offense gets set to take over here. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Brooks Reed in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
That was second down run for Murray. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Give him 6 on the run. They're going to be faced now with a 3rd and 12.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
The Vikings on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. From the shotgun, it's Bradford. He's got a man complete. And he takes this one just shy of midfield all the way to the 49. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. First down, Bradford. Going with a screen for Murray. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now a second down throw for Bradford. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Again, it's Bradford. Eluding the pressure right. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal. There he goes left side. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them, not necessarily what you're looking for.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Ricardo Allen with a pick, and his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line.
Well, you're trailing. It's the fourth quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 9 yards on the run there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Ryan leads with Freeman on the draw. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line, and I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. The former Indiana Hoosier here, Tevin Coleman. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. I'm ready now for 2nd and 9. Ryan wants to throw it. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete. On 3rd down, Ryan. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. Well, Charles, he's thrown 5 picks in a game before, and right now, after that one, he's standing on number 4.
And right now, your defensive coordinator is asking the offense coordinator, can you do anything to slow this down? Because my guys have to keep running back out on the field. So play calling may come into it a little bit, maybe run the ball a little bit more, but a lot of it depends on the scoreboard. They may have to keep throwing it. Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks it, and they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Obviously disappointing, but you had to go for broke here, down 2 scores. So that forced you to make some throws you definitely wouldn't want to make. And I think this interception is going to pretty much write an end to this one.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Ryan. Wide open receiver complete. And he's brought down. A big gain there, and that should certainly be enough to put this one in the win column.
What may seem a little unorthodox to some people, got the lead, 4th quarter, yet he's still firing away. I think he believes that's the best way to go ahead and win the game.
Yeah, a lot of coaches say, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. Matt Ryan, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. And his kick is right through. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better.
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Vikings. Stephon Diggs, 75 yards. And the Vikings are able to close the gap just a bit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Forbath out to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5.
Any return to get you to midfield is a great return. One first down, you're almost in field goal position.
Now the Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. 2 timeouts remaining defensively, but that shouldn't make much difference right here.
It really shouldn't, but a lot of coaches look at it similar to baseball with the intentional walk.
Always bringing in other sports.
Always, hey, listen, think about the intentional walk, right? What if one gets past the catcher? What if he uncorks a wild one and now you still have an opportunity? That's why they like to use them all the way through. Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Oh, look at this. Ryan's going to throw it. He sets to fire. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Anderson. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. It's a win for the Falcons here as we say so long from Atlanta.